Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel, and in this video we will see how we can use our default daylightings to keep our embankment within our acquisition limit. This is often case when you are designing road in urban areas, you don't have enough land and you have certain constraints of the acquisition limit. So here I have a polyline which is representing the right of way, and as you see, it is not straight and the distances varies. So the default slope that we have used here for the embankment is, let's check here, this assembly is how much, let's say it's 4:1, I guess. Okay, so fill slope is 4:1, which is flatter, and we need a steeper slope in that area. So let's see how we can adjust this and stay within acquisition limit. So first thing that we will do here is let's split this part. Okay, so if you want to learn more about manipulating corridor, split, merge, and other things, then you can watch our previous other videos in the description. There's a tutorial series you can find in the I button there up there, and you can go and watch these videos to learn more about it. Okay, so for that, first of all, we will split this. To split the corridor, you select the corridor first. First, we select the corridor, and then here you will have in the modify region, you will have a split region option. So we click on the split region and you select the region. Once you click once, then we select a place where it is crossing. So we will say it as a apparent crossing. Okay, apparent crossing. So here, this one, and then another location is this. Okay, here. So again, we will say apparent crossing and parent intersection. Okay, so these locations. So now this is we have split the corridor region. Okay, so now for this particular region, let's create an assembly. Okay, so go here, we have assembly. This one is being used there, so we just select the assembly and copy this. I will just bring it down here. If you want to name it, then you can name. When you select it, go to the properties and name it. Okay, and I have already shown you in the video like how we can put the name here. Okay, so for this is the left side where we have to modify it. So I delete this default cut fill slope. Okay, delete this daylight, and then I will move to here, and we will have ROW daylight inside ROW option. Okay, so you have multiple ROW option for daylight to ROW, and another is daylight inside ROW, and other options also you can use daylight max offset. These are the options you can I will show one of the option, and others you can try on your own. Okay, so let's put it. So you see these are almost all the same in the application. Similar way you can apply the application method for these are same. So you see right now it's like this, means it is on the right side applied. So what we're gonna do for another thing, first thing that we need here is distance from the baseline. This from this to where this sub-assembly is connected. Okay, so let's find out the distance. How much is our? Let's make sure it's accurate. So it's 9.791. Okay, so select your sub-assembly, the daylight sub-assembly that we are going to apply, and go to the properties. And here, first we define the distance from the baseline. Okay, so minus, so that will be left 7917, enter. And now you see it turn out to be the left side. This just change this. Okay, now go to the properties again. Now here you have to define the typical our field is this. Okay, as for our default field is that. Okay, and then what's your typical? You define typical and then the maximum field. So I will just keep it like that. Let's see if this maximum field slope is enough to stay within our acquisition limit. Okay, so we just keep it like that, and then we apply this assembly to that part. Okay, so let's go ahead and select our corridor. Okay, let's split the screen so that it's better. It's vertical to vertical is best for this scenario. Okay, so this has been split in one. I can just put the assemblies, and in one another I can have this. Okay, so just select your corridor and go to corridor properties and locate the split area, the region. Okay, and here from the assembly we choose our assembly. So this one is the assembly that we want. Okay, this one we select okay, and then we set the targets for this particular assembly. So first is surface. Here you don't have target right now, so select target, all is selected. Now we have to select ROW offset. Okay, for this we have to select the offset. So we select the, here you see feature lines, polyline or survey figures. These can be targeted. Another targeting is alignment or pipe target. This is not an alignment. If you have alignment, you can target that one also. Okay, or feature line or polyline. We have the polyline here. So we select this and select the polyline. One object form. If it is a legal that can be targeted. If it is the object that can be targeted, then it will show how many found selected objects and set enter, and then it's selected. I say okay, and we apply and reveal the corridor. Okay, and say okay. You see right now here it is exactly following the ROW. Okay, and it is within the acquisition limit. Okay, you see. So what would have been done? The slope has been changed. Okay, so let's go and verify this thing. Go to our first we check slope for 10 is 120. Okay, so let's go to the 120. Where is 120? 120 is somewhere here. 200. This is 140. Okay, 220. Okay, so you see the slope is 25%. That is 4 is to 1. 4 is to 1 both sides. Okay, now we go for Chinese 140. Here, this is the Chinese 140. Or here, you see it has been increased a little bit, 39%. Okay, this part. Okay, and maybe for this part it's again decreased. Okay, so let's verify that one also. 160, 160 this part, because we have more space. So you see this is 29% and that one was 39% here. Okay, so you see because we have more space here. Very good. Then again for 180, this chain is the slope must have been it has been made steeper. Okay, so let's see, let's verify that for 180, 180 the slope is steeper. Okay, this one 180 the slope is steeper. Okay, 37%, and this is the way it has actually help us keep within the ROW. But sometimes what happen, we need an offset also, like from the ROW we need certain offset. Okay, so how we can do that? Let's see that again. Let's modify our existing one. So this one, this particular light assembly, they like inside RW. We don't have that, and here I will talk about another option: the hold maximum slope or override maximum slope. If you say hold maximum slope, and if maximum slope, let's modify the maximum slope. Maybe I put it like 3 is to 1. Okay, 3 is to 1. Okay, okay, and let's see what happens. Okay, so 3 is to 1. I put the slope, and then we rebuild the corridor. Let's wait. Okay, see, when you see now the 3 is to 1 we define, but this slope, the embankment goes beyond our acquisition limit, which means when we hold our, because we have hold our slope, so it cannot be more it cannot be steeper than 3 is to 1. Okay, so this went away from the assembly. And if we don't hold the slope, let's change it, like hold maximum, override maximum slope. Okay, and then now we rebuild the assembly. Let's rebuild it, rebuild the corridor. So now you will see it override, it ignored the maximum slope limit and just adjusted as needed. Okay, okay, good. Next we see ROW, daylight to ROW. Okay, let's see this one, this assembly, this sub assembly we will put. Let's replace this assembly with this one. Okay, so let's delete this assembly, sub assembly, and we use daylight to ROW. Okay, again we change this, change the base distance from the baseline minus 9.7917. Okay, okay, good. And now offset adjustment is here. Right now let's keep 0 0, and everything is same. Our slope limit is this. Okay, slope limit is 1 is to 1. That's 45%. Okay, so I would say 45%. Just in that one it was like something, so I would say slope limit to be 45%. Okay, leave it like that, or let's make it 3 is to 1. 3 is to 1. Okay, Okay, let's make it 3:1, and this will show error because others are there. Okay, so others also has to be modified. You cannot modify, these are the layers that you have here. Okay, so it should not be more than, less than 2:1 is less than 3:1. Okay, like it's steeper than 3:1. Okay, so let's keep it like that and rebuild this with changes. Okay, so we'll go to the corridor properties, and now right now this one, let's check the targeting. So for this surface, target should be surface. Okay, and then elevation and offset we have to select. There is no target defined for this, so we select the target, the ROW. Okay, and hit enter. Okay, and it's okay, and apply, and apply. Okay, okay, you see right now this one also is within the limits. Okay, okay, this one is also within the limit. And in this case, okay, in this case, the you cannot hold the slope. Okay, the slope hasn't been hold. Okay, and the slope limit has been defined here. Okay, 3:1, that's 33%. Okay, but if you check, go and check, like let's check like 140. Okay, if we check the 140 channels here, that's somewhere here, yeah, 140, the slope is like minus 39%. That's more than, okay, and another side is 25%. That's it. So let's say if we want the embankment to be like point two meter within our ROW, like it should not touch this ROW, and it should be the distance between the ROW and the two of embankment should be at least point 0.2 meter. Okay, so let's see how we can set that. So select your daylight subassembly, ROW subassembly, and then go to the properties. And here I would say minus zero point 0.2. Okay, if you do the plus, it will go beyond that ROW, okay, by zero point 0.2 or whatever value you specify. Now let's rebuild this. Select your corridor and rebuild corridor. And you see now the distance between the ROW and the embankment is zero point 0.2. Let's verify it. Aligned, and click here. We'll say perpendicular to it, and let's see, it's 0.99. That's zero point 0.2. Okay, so it adjusted to this value. Okay, especially during construction, maybe you have to respect certain distance so that it does not go beyond your acquisition limit. So this is how you can apply the embankment, create an embankment slope, variable slope that stays within your right of way. Okay, hope guys you hope you learned something new from this video, and thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Have a great time.